Hey everybody, car story time for you. But before I would like to apologize because as you hear my voice is a bit hoarse. I'm fighting a little bit hay fever. I'm perfectly fine. Happy baby, yes. So, about a week or so ago, I had to go into the because I was having some catheter issues. In essence, my catheter was not in my bladder right, and so it was causing me to have pressure, and the pressure that was causing me to have bladder spasms. And the best way I knew to fix it was to go in and get a new one. So about a week or so ago, Friday, that's what I did. And we got the everything was fine. We ended up waiting for 4.5, 5 hours. Didn't get home till almost 2 in the morning. But if you ever spend any time in the hospital, you know that's just half for the cost. So, once I actually got back into the room and the driver who was handling my case, saw me and was actually ready to help me out. I just basically told her what I needed to do because I knew the best way to fix catheters is to just start all over and give me a new one. Although she did not want to do that because she was worried about me having a car issue with for somebody who uses a catheter. That is a very legitimate concern, but one thing about it is if you're me and you know your reflex messed up anyway, with mine is, you really don't care about a little bit of car tissue as long as you are able to get the old catheter out and the new catheter in so that you can urinate like you're supposed to. So she tried to tell me that changing it on the 5 days after I had hit the current and what turned out to be the bad one is that changing it that was not a good idea because of the heart issue. I told her I don't want to do it anyway. I'm having issues and that's the best way to fix it. Over and then she tried to tell me, no, you just have a UTI. Let me give you some antibiotics and we'll see how you do. And in a way, she's right because everybody with an invalid catheter, with a catheter that stays in your bladder, does have bacteria in the bladder with qualifies and is a UTI. And the difference people with cancer and people who TBI away is people with cancer always have a low level of UTI. The key is you only want to take antibiotics when you start showing symptoms of a UTI. You know, fever, chills, feeling lethargic, feeling delirious, back pain, pain in your general area, you know, those types of symptoms. If you take those, just because you have a little bit of bacteria in your nose, when the amount of culture on it, that is a fight you will never win. The people who try to get themselves in a lot of trouble because they take antibiotics so often about the body builds immunity to it. So when they actually do start showing symptoms of a good guy, they do want to take the oral antibiotics to treat those symptoms. If they take the often enough, that the oral antibiotics do not work in order to treat the symptoms. You have no choice but to go to the hospital. and me and my relatives spent half hour arguing about this subject because all she wanted to do was put me for antibiotics, which I didn't want to do. Finally, she agreed to change my catheter like she had I asked her to do, but she's reluctant about it because she thinks I don't know what I'm talking about because I'm not a doctor. I'm just somebody in a wheelchair who lives with cancer every day. But as far as she knows, I should not have the awareness I do. I should not have the ability to stand forever and say, do this, this, and this, and send me on my way. So they do it. They put it over out to the numerous, and she was fine. I apologize for the background noise. Those just hopping out of the car real quick. So, so they put the new one in, and then, because when I have trouble with it, I tend not to drink a lot of fluids because I want to see if I can keep the spasms under control. Because the last thing I want to do is go fight this fight in the hospital because I don't like doctors. I definitely don't like hospitals. I'm glad that they're there to help us when we need them. I just don't like them. So after the nurse put the new one in, we spent another half hour in the room because they want me to get them a sample, a urine sample, so they can grow it out because they are convinced I have a UTI. So, I gave them a sample and I said, are you happy now? Because at this point, me and the staff I had with were both ready to punch them in the face. I was ready to sign my own discharge papers because I was confident that I knew what the problem was. So I gave them a sample. They were happy with it. they, they sent me on my way, and everything's been fine ever since. I tell you this story to answer your question. How many of my people in real time slash physically talented people who use catheters fight this issue and struggle to be heard by the doctors who yes, have the doctors do, but they also need the Lord to listen to the client, because yes, the doctors do have a lot of textbook based slash theoretical knowledge, but the knowledge that the medical field slash doctors that in general is overall personal knowledge of the patients who are sitting in front of them. Because yes, the textbooks say that bacteria in urine is a UTI. I'm well aware of that. But every catheter unit body reacts to catheters different. I'm very lucky. I don't have a lot of problems with it, so I don't worry about it. But a lot of people do have symptomatic UTIs, or they have a problem with it. And no matter what the problem is, yes, we want to be fixed, but we also want the medical professional who we are sitting in front of to listen to us. We want to be able to use our voice to get our point across to them. I would like to ask you how many people have experienced this, and have you ever had trouble being heard? Because this is what I deal with this what is part of my life. You welcome to it. My mother, I'll see you on the next time.